Erica, that's right. It happened on April 5th of 2016. It happened here at the gas station at 10th and Rural. It was captured all on the security cameras there at the gas station. And now we have that video. It gives you a better idea of what happened when. For the first time, we're seeing the moments that led up to a police officer shooting and killing 44-year-old Kevin Hicks last year. It's this security video from a gas station that police say was a key piece of evidence in the case. And now that the case is over, Call 6 was able to obtain it through a public records request. Police say it all started on April 5th of 2016. That's when Kevin's wife called 911 to report her husband was hitting her in the car. Just after that call, the car with Kevin and his wife pull up next to Officer Robert Carmichael at a gas station at 10th and Rural. The officer starts talking to them. The officer comes around the passenger side of the car as Kevin gets out, right there from the passenger seat. You can see them start arguing, and you see the officer and Kevin go around the other side of the car. The security video is blurry, but Metro Police say this is the point that the officer pulled his taser and Kevin swiped it out of the officer's hand, and it falls to the ground. Immediately, you see a fight between Kevin and the officer. They continue to struggle as the officer backs away across the parking lot, and it's right there that you see the officer pull his gun out of his holster, and the two go off frame.
We got suspect down. I got one shot fired. Starting medic now.
10 for all units. Suspect is down. Shots were fired. 10th and Rural at the Marathon.
IMPD investigated the case, which is standard procedure, and turned over their findings to the Marion County Prosecutor's Office in November. The office reviewed the case and eventually determined there were no findings of criminal wrongdoing. The case was never presented to a grand jury. Chief Brian Roach telling us tonight that now the investigation is complete, the department is able to release this video and fulfill their promise of being transparent.
As a department, we're trying to be more transparent, and we're trying to not just use the word, but actually show it by actions. I think it tells a story. It's more open. People are more informed. But each case seems to be specific and different, and so it's walking a fine line of not having to wanting to be open and everybody to be informed, and at the same time not wanting to be a detriment to a prosecution.
Now, the question is, what took so long for this video to be released? We sat down in the past 2 hours with prosecutor Terry Curry, and he told us they had to interview witnesses and go through a lot of evidence, and they wanted to make sure they had all the pieces of that evidence before they made a decision on the case. He says just in the past year or so, there's been a lot of work, and a lot of work with IMPD as well to get all the facts correct.
Not only was the video pretty compelling, but there were witnesses who confirmed virtually everything that had occurred, including at least 3 witnesses who said that their observation was that Mr. Hicks was reaching for the officer's handgun.
Now, the officer involved today, Metro Police says, is able to return back to the streets. Reporting live tonight, I'm Call 6 Investigates, Paris Lubell.